iPhone 10 versus Oneplus 5T speed test. That video is coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 10 versus the Oneplus 5T speed test. Now the Oneplus 5T I just versed against the Note 8 and it held its own, but let's begin here with the boot up test in 3, 2, 1. And this one I'm pretty sure is going to win on the iPhone 10. Now, the Pixel 2 is faster to boot than pretty much any phone I've seen this year. However, I think the iPhone 10 should be quicker here. We do have an A11 Bionic chipset, 3 GB of RAM, 6 gigs of RAM, so double the RAM, and a Snapdragon 835 there for the Oneplus 5T. And you see that even with less RAM, it's faster to boot up than the 5T, but not by that much. Is it $500 faster to boot up? Nah. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna skip over the face unlock portion because it takes 2 steps to get into it on the iPhone 10 and 1 step for the 5T, so I'm not gonna show the obvious. The 5T is gonna smoke the 10 in just sheer speed. However, the 10 is doing some stuff with the technology, making it a little bit more secure in this, trued up sensor and stuff up there. So let's go into the calendar. And you can see that one's a win easily for the 10. Let's go into calculator. That's a win for the 5T. Now, this swipe gesture to go home kind of makes the iPhone come to match the Android when it comes to going back to the home screens. Let's go into clock. That's a win for the 5T. Let's go into camera. And that's a win for the 5T. Let's go into Snapchat. That looked like a win for the iPhone 10. Let's go into WhatsApp. That's a win for the 5T. Let's go into Instagram. Maybe the 5T. Let me know down below. I didn't see that one too well. Let's go into YouTube. And YouTube is first there on the right. And there is the left. Let's go into Twitter. And you can see Twitter is first on the right. And there is the left. Let's go into a Pie Geek. And you can see that's the iPhone 10. The app's a little bit better optimized there on the left. Let's go into speed test. And speed test is going to be first on the 10. For some reason, it takes a while to find a server every time on an Android device. So let's come back home now. And let's go into App Store, Play Store. You can see that was first for the 5T. Maybe that was tied. Let me know down below. Coming home. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. Let's see which one's first. Boom, that's the iPhone. So the iPhone holds its lead when it comes to just sheer opening speeds of games. Let's go into Monster Dash and see which one is first. That is the iPhone again. So the iPhone is a win. I don't like how on the iPhone 10 you have to come to the side to pull it out. It's kind of not ergonomic. I would like for them to just have it come from the bottom. I'd like to see that in future updates. Let's go into Geekbench. And you can see Geekbench about the same. Let's go into Chrome. And Chrome's first there, definitely for the right side here with the Oneplus 5T. So let's go ahead and run back through them through some multitasking the other way to see who does better on RAM management. Let's go into, come out of there. Let's go into Chrome. You can see it looks a little faster on animations than the iPhone 10 for the Oneplus 5T. Let's go into Geekbench. Again, faster animations on the right. Let's go into Monster Dash. Better on the iPhone 10. Again, gaming remains to be true. Still faster than Android. Let's go into Jetpack Joyride. Again, it is the iPhone 10, so gamers are gonna still love the iPhone experience. Let's go into App Store, Play Store. A little faster for the 5T, speed test. Faster for the 5T, Pie Geek. Again, that animation is just so quick on the right. Let's go to Twitter. Again, YouTube. 5T again. Let's go to Instagram. That one's the iPhone 10. Coming home. Let's go into WhatsApp. Faster for the 5T, Snapchat. Faster on the right, camera. iPhone 10, clock. That's the Oneplus 5T, calculator, 5T, and calendar. That's the iPhone 10. So the iPhone 10 won some, the 5T won some. I think it's pretty much a draw when it comes to the speed. The animations just look quicker, and that means that on the day-to-day, you're gonna feel like the OnePlus 5T visually looks faster just because those quick animations, as I showed in my prior video, they're just really quick, and you just can't replicate that same level of speed with this iPhone 10. Now it is very fast, but this gesture is just, look at it, it's just not as smooth and quick as this little home button here. However, the iPhone 10 will bench higher, so let's go ahead and do a Geekbench to see what it can do versus the OnePlus 5T. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the iPhone 10 has crushed the OnePlus 5T in the Geekbench scores. What else is new? Another day, another win for Apple's A11 Bionic chipset. We know it's the fastest chip ever made on a smartphone. Old news by now. Next year, the A12 is going to crush every Android phone likely. It's just a flip-flop. You know, Samsung's going to come out with their new Exynos 9810 or whatever it is, and the 845 is going to come out. But what we've seen here is that in the real world, the OnePlus 5T for most people is going to feel extremely fast, and even faster than that of an iPhone. Now, where you really see the actual performance chops of the iPhone 10 is when you're doing a render in iMovie, or you're doing a render in LumaFusion, or you're doing stuff like, you know, photo editing on a phone, or you're maybe playing games that require a lot of processing power. Here's where you're going to see the increase in performance on the iPhone. But really, I would like to know, are you really using that much power on your phone? Because I would almost guess most people are taking those kind of tasks up to a laptop, up to a desktop, or up to a PC. When it comes to mobile use, day to day, both of these are basically on the same level in performance. Now, the iPhone 10 has a little bit of a smoother feel though. So what I mean by that is Safari scrolls smoother. The scrolling is a little smoother on iOS than over here on OnePlus. But for $500, 50% off of the price of an iPhone 10, this to me is not a $500